Harold Thompson was a modest accountant living in Belmond, Iowa, a town so quiet that even whispers seemed too loud. His life was a mosaic of routines. Morning jogs, 9-to-5 job, leftovers for dinner, and an uninterrupted hour of light reading before bed. His aspirations rarely ventured beyond the immediate horizon. That is, until the fateful day he stumbled upon an old, dusty ledger in the attic of his late grandfather's house. The ledger was ancient, bound in worn leather and filled with yellowing pages that detailed the meticulous investments of a long-forgotten ancestor. What caught Harold's eye was an entry in neat cursive: investment in the Belmond gold mine. A quick online search confirmed his suspicions. The mine had yielded a fortune in the late 1800s, and the investment seemed to have grown unattended in a dormant bank account. A trip to the nearest historical bank with relevant documentation verified the unbelievable truth. The account was indeed real, and now worth a staggering amount. Rich beyond his wildest dreams, Harold quit his job and decided to live a life of splendid luxury. With newfound wealth, he purchased a lavish mansion, the quickest car in the market, and a wardrobe befitting royalty. Initially, his life was a whirlwind of opulence and ecstasy. But soon, the allure began to fade. Harold found himself swarmed by distant relatives who sought loans and investments. Friends turned into strangers who only visited him with ulterior motives. His afternoons were now filled with empty conversations and superficial relationships. His evenings, once serene, were marred by noisy parties and unwanted guests. He felt more isolated than ever before. The final blow came when he was entangled in a series of frivolous lawsuits from those who saw his wealth as an easy target for legal gain. Struggling under the weight of continuous court visits and growing anxieties, Harold longed for the simplicity of his former life. One somber evening, he found himself back at his grandfather's attic, leafing through old family albums. The faces in the photographs seemed to speak to him, reminding him of a time when his happiness was not tethered to wealth. A poignant realization dawned upon him. Money, for all its promise of happiness, had cost him dearly. Surrendering to that epiphany, he decided to turn his fortune into a humble means of good. He liquidated his assets and set up a foundation focused on education, healthcare, and community development in Belmond. It wasn't long before his philanthropy breathed new life into his hometown and rekindled genuine relationships. And in those small, significant acts of giving, Harold finally found the contentment money had denied him. Sitting on a worn-out chair under the same attic roof, Harold echoed Emerson's wisdom: money often costs too much.